Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on data dissection. Today we will talk about the measures of dispersions. Although we have already uploaded a video on central tendency, so by any chance if you haven't watched the video you can just simply watch by clicking on the I card. So without delay, let me start the video. One more thing that anything that I'm sharing in this channel and about the data science is completely accurate and genuine. You don't need to worry about, you can just simply follow my path because I'm also studying the same thing. So whatever I learn, I tell you guys, so you can just simply trust on me. So now let's talk about what is a measure of dispersion first of all. So basically it is a measures of variability or spread. This is a statistical measure that describe how data points in a data sets are spread out or dispersed around the central tendency, which is mean and median. So, and it has four main components, or you can say measures. The one is range, and then variance, and then standard deviation, and interquartile range. So range is basically the simplest measure of dispersion, calculated as the difference between the maximum and minimum values in the dataset. You just need to pick out the maximum and the minimum, just subtract them, you will get your range. Simple. So now let's look at the example for a range. Like suppose this data is given, and to find range for this data you need to find the minimum value from the maximum one. So as you can see, the max value in this data is 90 and the min is 1, so your range will be 89 after subtracting them. So that's how we calculate range. Now moving into variance. So variance is the average of the square differences from the mean, and the formula for that is sigma xi minus mean square upon n, where the symbol is denoting the square, which is the variance stands for, and the xy is the individual data points, as you already know, and mu is the mean of the data set, which is denoted as reverse u, and n is the number of data points, obviously. Now moving into the example for the variance, as you so we have taken the same example. Now to find the variance, we first need to find the mean in all of the cases. So mean is sum of all numbers about total numbers, so you will sum all these numbers and count it how many numbers they are, and then just divide them, you will get the mean, which is 37.1. and now we will apply the formula which is given here. So we squared all the data points as according to the formula, so you get this value, and then as we know the total numbers of the data is 10, so we put 10 down, and then mean was 37.1. so basically we substitute the value and we get 237.3 after adding these values, and then minus the mean 37.1, you get 2333.2, and when you further solve it you will get 48.3, your variance. And now we all know that the standard deviation is the under root of variance, so your value will be under rooted. 48.3 will be your standard deviation, although the standard deviation has its own formula to calculate. We will talk about it later, but for now I think it's enough. Now the last one, which is the interquartile range. So basically the range between the first quartile Q1 and the third quartile Q3 of the data set, it is calculated as Q3 minus Q1 and represent the spread of the middle 50% of the data. Let me clear this with an example. Again, we have taken the same example for your convenience. So first you need to arrange your data from least to greatest, and it will be like that is given. And now we need a median which can be calculated by taking the average of two middle value, we all know. So the middle values are 24 and 25, so we will add them and divide by 2, we will get 24.5, which is also called Q2 because first Q1 from start, and then obviously the Q2 will be somewhere around in the middle, and then Q3 in the last, so we will be assigned it as Q2. But we need a Q3 and Q1 to find the interquartile range. Now to find Q1 and Q3, So Q1 can be found by taking the average of lower half, and Q3 can be found as taking the average of upper half. So here if you just forget 24 and 25, you will see the lower half is 1, 3, 17 and 18 will be the lower half, and in the second side 37, 67, 67, 89 and 90 will be your upper half. So if you will take two values which I have just underlined for the lower half, which is 3 and 7, so if you will average them you will get 10, and for Q3, which is 67 plus 89, if you will average them you will get 78. So now we also have Q1 and Q3, so we will subtract them and you will get 68, your interquartile range. Here's your answer. I hope you get it. So that's it. So now if you still have any doubt, you can just simply let me know in the comments. I will reply as possible. So again, thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.